Hi, today we are going to discuss GATE 2015 question which is of 2 marks in set 3. So the question is, a realization of a stable discrete time system is shown in figure. So this is the figure or structure we can say. If the system is excited by unit step sequence input x of n, the response y of n is. So the options for this question are as follows. Option A is this is B, and this is C, and this is D. Given in the question that it is a stable discrete time system. So stable discrete time system and the input is unit step. So these are the things that we have to observe. So here in the figure or in the structure, it is input x of n, that is unit step, and here is the output or response we can say. Now it is the system. So in order to find the solution for this type of question, we have to first find out h of z is transfer function. So here we have to find the output y of z. So we know the relation between output response and the input and the transfer function. That is y of z is equals to h of z into x of z. Now before doing the solution, first we have to note two formulas. Number one is the z transform of a unit step is 1 by 1 minus z inverse. So this is the z transform of the unit step function, that is x of z equal to 1 by 1 minus z inverse. Okay. Point number two is the z transform of an infinite duration sequence x of n is equals to a power n into u of n is 1 by 1 minus mod a z inverse, where mod a z inverse is less than 1. To find out the transfer function of this system, we have to follow some standard procedure. See this structure? This is one of the standard structure of a second order system. Here z inverse and here z inverse are in middle, and the paths that are heading towards the output, here this path B0 path, B1 path and B2 path, these are heading towards the output. So these are considered as forward path. Okay, these are complete right side, and this path minus a2 minus a1, these two paths are heading towards the input, so these are considered as feedback path. Whenever the structure is like this, the transfer function, that is h of z, can be written as, so this part complete forward part comes in the numerator and this complete feedback path comes in the denominator. Consider this point, this as node or point. Always start from here. Now in the numerator term, just go through all the paths. This is B0 is path 1, and this is Z inverse and B1 is path 2, and Z inverse into B2 is path 3 to the output, right? So here in the numerator we write first path is B0, right? Plus here in the second path, always start from here. Now come Z inverse into B1. So it is B1 into Z inverse. Next always start from here, Z inverse, again come here Z inverse, and here B2. So B2 into Z raised to the power of minus 2. So this is one path, this is one path, and this is one path. Now in the numerator, always write first 1 and then same. Always start from this here point. Now this is path 1 and this is path 2. Here collect the terms in the feedback path. It is minus a1 into z inverse. But in the denominator, always take opposite sign of it. So it becomes plus a1 into z inverse. And the path 2 is z inverse into minus a2. Always take opposite sign of it. So it becomes plus a2 into z raised to the power of minus 2. Here this is one type of structure. Here our original structure is same like this. Here B0 branch is absent. So remove that one. So for this type of structure, the transfer function will be B1 Z inverse. So this path B1 into Z inverse plus B2 into Z raised to the power of minus 2. So this path Z inverse and B2. Here B2 is 0, right? B2 value is 0. B0 value 0. And in denominator always write 1 and take opposite sign. So here minus a1 into z inverse. So it becomes plus a1 into z inverse. and similarly a2 into z raised to the power of minus 2. So coming back to our original structure or system, first consider here a point, always start from here. Now to write the transfer function h of z, numerator by denominator, here the numerator total right side part and denominator is 1 plus denominator, and consider opposite sign here when you write denominator. Now start from here, this is the path 1, that is minus 5 by 3 into z inverse, minus 5 by 3 into z inverse. Now path 2, it is z inverse into z inverse into 5 by 3, that is 5 by 3 into z raised to the power of minus 2. Now always write in denominator first 1 and then again travel from here. Now here to the feedback path, it is 1 into z inverse, right? So take opposite sign of it, so minus z inverse. Again travel through this path, z inverse into minus 2 by 9, so it is minus, right? So take place of that opposite sign, 2 by 9 into z raised to the power of minus 2. Here in denominator 1 minus z inverse plus 2 by 9 into z power minus 2. So it is a quadratic equation with negative exponents. So this can be written as 2 by 9 z raised to the power of minus 2 minus z inverse plus 1 is equal to 0. So this is same as ax power minus 2 plus bx power minus 2 plus c equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation with negative exponents. You can find factors for this. Now taking minus 5 by 3 z inverse common in numerator, it becomes 1 minus z inverse by the factors of the quadratic equation with negative exponents are 1 minus 1 by 3 z inverse into 1 minus 2 by 3 z inverse. Here in the question it is given that the input is unit step sequence. So of unit step is x of z is equals to 1 by 1 minus z inverse. In the beginning of this lecture I have given this formula. Now here we got h of z, that is transfer function, and we got input x of z, unit step, the z transform of this. So we got a transfer function and we got input. Now to find the output y of z, that is h of z into x of z. So y of z is equals to h of z into x of z. So what is h of z? This one, it is minus 5 by 3 into z inverse 1 minus z inverse by 1 minus 1 by 3 z inverse 1 minus 2 by 3 z inverse into x of z is this 1 by 1 minus z inverse. From this we can cancel out this term, right? Now minus 5 by 3 into z inverse by 1 minus 1 by 3 into z inverse 1 minus 2 by 3 into z inverse. It is y of z, right? So now to proceed further we have to do partial fractions here. So the partial fraction of this can be written as a by 1 minus 1 by 3 into z inverse plus b by 1 minus 2 by 3 into z inverse. Now in further that can be written minus 5 by 3 into z inverse, that is equal to a into multiply 1 minus 2 by 3 into z inverse plus b into 1 minus 1 by 3 into z inverse. So now to get this value, a value, we have to make b as 0. So to what we have to put in place of z inverse, put z inverse is equals to 3. Now minus 5 by 3 into 3 is equals to a into 1 minus 2 by 3 into z inverse is 3, right? Plus b into 1 minus 1 by 3 into 3, right? So this get cancelled. So 1 minus 1, this total term will be 0. So remaining leftover term is this, right? So here 3 get cancelled, 3 cancel. Here minus 5 equal to a into 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So finally a is equal to 5. Similarly, to get the value of b, put z inverse is equals to 3 by 2 in this equation. So if z equals to 3 by 2 in this equation, here 3 by 2, this complete a term will 0. So then the b term will be getting out. So we get b term. So b came out to be minus 5. Now we got a equal to 5 and b equal to minus 5, right? So put these values in here. A equal to 5 and b is minus 5. We get final equation is 5 by 1 minus 1 by 3 into z inverse minus 5 by 1 minus 2 by 3 into z inverse, which is equal to y of z. This is our response. So now taking 5 as common, we get this equation. Now in the beginning of this lecture I have told one formula, right? The z transform of infinite duration sequence x of n equal to a power n into u of n is x of z equal to 1 by 1 minus mod a z inverse. So this is the z transform of this infinite duration sequence. So this is the sequence, right? Now you can see here that in the above response 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3 into z inverse, it is same format, right? Here 1 by 1 minus 2 by 3 to z inverse. It is in the same format, these two are. So here a comes out to be 1 by 3 and from this one a equal to 2 by 3. Now you can write the final response y of z in terms of a power n into u of n format. 5 is multiplied common, right? What is a? 1 by 3 whole power n into u of n for this term minus here what is a? 2 by 3 whole power n into u of n. Now the final is just multiply 5 into 1 by 3 whole power n into u of n minus 5 into 2 by 3 whole power n into u of n. See here, this is my answer. Now let us come to the beginning of the question. So here in the 4 options we got y of z output response is 5 into 1 by 3 whole power n into u of n minus 5 into 2 by 3 whole power n into u of n. It is same as option C. So therefore option C is the right answer. Thank you.